See if we're up and live, shall we?
Yes, let's do all the attractive things that we do when we don't think people are looking at us.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm good at doing those things.
Oh yes, all the scratching and adjusting glasses, touching your face. Yep, all of that.
Oh, hi. We're supposed to be live in 1 minute. We'll see if this actually goes live in 1 minute. I think it should automatically start playing.
Do we have 2 people in the chat already?
No, just me.
Oh.
It always says at least 2, because I am watching it on my phone, and then this is also in the chat. The broadcaster is in the chat.
Maybe I should subscribe to my own streaming channel. What do you think?
Yeah, totally should.
Screw up the algorithm something fierce.
Yeah.
By having 1 person on it. We do when we don't think people are looking at us.
Yes. So we are certainly live. And it's go time. So if, why don't we put in a game? What do we want to try first today?
Well, what we want to do first is introduce ourselves, because it's the beginning of the stream.
Oh, that's right. We're supposed to do that, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
So who are we?
We are Dr. JRPG. Or Dr. RPG, sorry. Hey! I mess it up because we're just starting. We're streaming some slightly retro games. We're doing some PS3 games today that we picked up. And we're going to spend probably about, 20 minutes-ish?
Per game? Yeah, maybe. We have 4 games at least today to test.
5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, correct. 5. I'm looking at them now and I can't count. That's my problem.
Yep. And we just picked up one of them yesterday, so you can be forgiven for that. So we mostly do, as the name suggests, RPGs, but we've got a few that might be considered a little fringe or not RPG today. We have White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2, Dark Souls 2.
Which I'm totally going to make her play, by the way.
No. It's your game. Plus, he's actually been playing through Dark Souls and is about, a third of the way, halfway through Dark Souls 1?
Not quite
remastered?
halfway. After I get through Sen's Fortress, I think, is when I can say comfortably that I'm halfway. That seems like finishing Sen's Fortress is a pretty good halfway point.
Okay, he's in Blight Town, if you know what that means. And we also have Journey, which is the disc copy of it, so it comes with a few other smaller games. And Twisted Metal for the PS3, the vehicular combat definite outlier for today's theme.
But they should all be pretty fun. So, what are we popping in first, Eleanor?
Let's pop in White Knight Chronicles.
Okay, let's do that.
It's on the bottom of the stack, of course. So, White Knight Chronicles is one of the titles Xbox or PS3 exclusives that was hyped up before the PS3 actually launched, and I'd wanted to play it ever since then. But apparently the franchise didn't do so hot, at least in the Americas. It got delayed, so it was not a launch title, as was kind of promised. But it eventually did come out, and like I said, didn't do incredibly hot. I should actually have the controller for this.
You're gonna need that.
Yeah, gonna need that.
English, because I don't speak Spanish. Or French.
Or French, nope. And I guess it did well enough to get a sequel made. And apparently the sequel box says it comes with a remastered copy of the first game. So I don't know what's up with that, why that happened.
I guess this one requires installation. None of the other games I tested, I did pre-test a couple of these, and none of them required installation, but I guess this one does. So we will see how long it actually takes. I do apologize for that.
Yeah, we are over Wi-Fi here too, so...
I don't think it's going to patch. I think it's just installing from the disk.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. We should think about some of that in the future and actually make sure that the games are preloaded in the future, huh?
Well, I did test like 2 of them, and neither of them required preloading. So I'm like, probably none of these will.
Sample size of 2, come on.
Yeah, but out of 5, that's not bad. That's pretty representative.
I don't know. The entire sample being 5, you don't really get a representative sample of a population like that just from 2.
The reason we're talking statistics?
Well, it is Dr. RPG, isn't it?
That's very true, so we need to continue talking statistics.
Well, or at least erudite sort of topics, such as mathematics, statistics. If you start talking some of the finer details of computer science, you'll probably lose me. So, yeah, let's talk about the PS3 system that we've got.
So, which model did we get? Let's start with that.
There are at least 3 models of PS3 that I'm aware of. There's the fat PS3, which was the launch PS3.
Many consider that the best one because it does have all the backward compatibility for PS2 and PS1.
I was about to say that is the one that has backwards compatibility, although apparently there are some fat PS3s that already do not have the backwards compatibility. So, if you're on the lookout, be aware of that. Make sure it is a backwards compatible one before you start shelling out the big bucks. I never decided that I needed one of those because I already had a PS2 and it still worked great. So I missed the boat on the PS3. But
also, when the PS3 launched, it was incredibly expensive.
Yeah, it was definitely out of my price range when it launched. So now you can pick them up for like less than $100 if you're not looking for the backwards compatible version, depending on where you go. So there's also the PS3 Slim, which is a first revision model. It saved a lot of the overheating issues that PS3 was apparently famous for. And there was the Super Slim, which is what we picked up. It does it slims down the PlayStation 3 even further and changes some of the mechanics up. So instead of say having a disc tray that comes out like with the first model of PS3, or maybe a hinge that comes up. I think the Slim model has that. I don't remember. It has a sliding top to it. So fewer moving parts. It ends up being a slightly more reliable design, and they fixed a lot of the heating issues with it.
I have to say I like the sliding design because simply opening and then when you close it back up, it will automatically start loading up your game and all of that, generally speaking. We did have to push the button this time, but when I did it before, it just started loading my game. I thought that was really kind of neat. It just, it recognized when it was open and all of that really well. So I think it's a pretty cool design, a good way to do it.
Yeah, we have a very limited PS3 library at the moment. There are a number of games, even after a lot of ports to the PS4 that are still exclusive to the PS3, and a number of them are actually RPG titles, such as the Tales of Xillia 1 and 2, and I think Infamous is still exclusive to the system. Let me look that up. I actually made a little bit of a list the other day. Let's see. There's, yeah, the Infamous 1 and 2 are still PS3 exclusives. God of War Ascension, which is another game that I would be interested in playing. Heavenly Sword, which is pretty well reviewed. Folklore, which I looked it up. It's apparently based off of Irish folklore with RPG mechanics to it as well. Also fairly well reviewed, and it's a topic that interests me. I'm a sucker for mythology. Hence, an interest in RPGs too, because most fantasy-themed games happen to be RPGs or action RPGs. There's also Disgaea D2, which is a direct sequel to the first Disgaea game that I was only aware of very recently. Apparently, the main character, Laharl, gets gender swapped into a woman, and he's kind of hot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, another game that's on your list that I'd like to talk briefly about because it's interesting is Eyes. That's spelled Y-S, by the way, 9. So it's the 9th game in that series. And I find that particularly interesting.
Well, that just came out for Switch.
Oh, wait, that was... Okay, I thought that was for...
This is my that was my total list of games that I wanted to get.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about Eyes anyway because it's an interesting series and it's an interesting game because the first Eyes game, do you know what console that came out on?
MSX?
No.
Famicom?
Master System.
Ah, that's
It was
right.
on Sega Master System and even to this day is one of the most expensive Master System games because it did not, I guess it didn't do particularly well in the US, and because it's the first installment in a very popular series, it's desirable just for that. So if you see a Master System cartridge for Eyes, just YS, they go for a lot of money.
The Master System, for people from my area and most of the US too, is actually the Sega console that predates the Sega Genesis.
Yes. Not only that, but it directly predates the Sega Genesis, although there were two previous versions. Master System, the name of the Master System refers specifically to the fact that they took the two previous Sega consoles, home consoles that were designed to play arcade games, rolled the hardware in together because they were already very similar, and then released a console with a little bit more capability, specifically an FM chip. So it had really good quality audio, which is what that was known for. But let's talk about White Knight Chronicles. We're making a game. Making a character. You want to be male or female?
Well, let's see what the default female looks like. Oh, I want to be a dude in a skirt?
Or a chick in a skirt?
A chick in a skirt with no pants.
So the difference is guys get to wear pants.
Yeah. Seems sexist. Let's name this person
Boom Boom?
Yeet.
Yeet? Okay, you can be Yeet.
Let's be Yeet. And for those of you who don't know, I don't know who wouldn't know that by now, but Yeet is the term known for to expel violently.
Yes. Base template. Oh, we got different versions of our...
So we can be a slightly darker shade of white. She's got a kind of a derpy face right there. We've got pigtails. Redhead.
I like pigtails.
Pigtails aren't. Oh, I kind of like that serious face. Excellent. With the badass ponytail. Kind of digging that. We've got the emo friend. Okay, emo fringe. It's kind of nice, actually. And we've got... I'm gonna call this either the pompadour or the roller derby chick. Oh, kind of pigtails?
Strange hair.
Oh, could be the old lady with the stand-up pigtails.
Do you want to be the old lady?
She is short.
And hideous.
Yes. Well, that would kind of make me want to yeet her. Oh, we've got a token black lady template.
She's taller than the others as well.
Is she?
Yeah, she's definitely taller than the
yeah.
lady.
5'11". And
4'10". Well, you know, old people shrink.
Got a 5'8" here. Alright, I hadn't even seen the heights at the bottom. 5'6", 5'6", 5'6", 5'7", slightly taller than average. She has a small head for her body. Roller derby chick is 5'9". 5'1", she's kind of short. Petite, dainty. Oh, you got the luscious blonde locks.
Well, which one do you want to play as?
Well, I assume that we can adjust some of these other names. I think I'll go with the redhead with the ponytail. Right.
So, you do get to customize.
Body type. Average. Big. Oh! I mean big like,
Heavy. Oh, you can pick heavy. What does heavy look like? Oh, God!
Heavy and short? Seriously?
What is stocky? What I find interesting is watching it morph between the different forms.
Ooh, 6 foot is giant. And then there's just tall. I think I kind of want to go for giant. Except her head didn't really adjust.
No, it didn't. It's
with
still
the rest
tiny.
Of her body. Oh, there the head kind of adjusted.
Go from tiny to giant.
Yeah, the head size is not adjusting properly for that. That is not compositionally pleasing right there. We could do petite. Be petite and carry around a big axe or something. I think the real difference here is that they're really filling out the hips with the big. Let's go with petite.
94 pounds.
94 pounds and 5'3". Ooh.
Head size.
You can adjust the head size. Okay.
Let's see if adjusting the head size. See if adjusting the head size makes the weight go up.
Oh goodness.
Go for the heat. Oh God, yes. Make her tiny with a giant head. Yes, it's awesome.
Goodness.
Go down to body size and minimize it. Make it as small as you can now.
5'2".
Yeah.
Neck length. Ooh, you could give her a long neck. Make her look like a giraffe.
Oh God.
Even more like a bobblehead.
Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome. Muscle. Make her strong.
Oh, that doesn't do much at all.
No. Make it no muscle.
That's more fitting for the
She's
body.
now 86 pounds. Now give her lots of fat.
Oh, goodness.
Chunky.
That's basically just giving her more abdomen.
She looks pregnant.
She does. Oh, God, that's terrible. Let's go petite here. Proportions. Oh.
It's the boob slider.
It's the boob slider.
Yep, we found the boob slider, ladies
Yep.
and gentlemen. You're gonna go, wait, did the boob slider adjust the weight?
Let's see. Yeah,
It does.
It does. And it also adjusts the length of the skirt slightly.
Yes.
It's interesting how they put proportions in
Yeah.
as their
Boob size.
euphemism. Leg length. Ooh, that's very short to very tall. You can be 5'5" and petite.
And petite, yep. Your
actually
foot
kinda
size.
digging
Make
that.
your feet huge!
Oh, goodness. Do that, she looks like a Smurf or something.
It's awesome!
Okay, fine.
I think that
Skin color is the last one. So we can...
Make her
okay,
black.
so we're-
I want to see how she looks black with the red hair.
Oh, that would not be good with her nose and... No, I'm
That
not
looks horrible.
digging it. You see, the main failing of just putting in a color there for the skin is it doesn't take, like, other facial features into account.
No, you can't adjust the nose and the lips and the eyes and the ears
And the
forehead.
facial
shape.
shape. I mean, there are differences that go beyond skin,
Mhm.
and it's disingenuous to think that just the color equals representation.
Exactly.
Anyway, it is a Japanese developed game, so
We'll give them credit for having never seen a black person before.
kind of. Oh, you can be a pink person, very pink person, verging into orange.
You know, redheads tend to have hair color or skin color kind of like that.
Well, redheads tend to be very, very fair.
Sometimes they get ruddy, though.
Well, sometimes, especially if they've got freckles, which this is not giving me option. So, I'm not even gonna.
Pick one of those bluish ones. I want to see how that looks. That doesn't look healthy.
And that is pasty. Like she's ethnically Irish or something. Now let's give her a little more color. There.
Good enough. Ooh, hit select to demo facial expressions.
Select. She's doing some very slight things. It's hardly noticeable.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Looking a
Toggle
little bit
clothing.
intense.
Ooh, toggle the clothing.
Oh goodness. Really? I guess we're doing that.
Oh yeah. Keep going.
No.
Oh, that
just
just
the
turns
two
it on and
options.
off. Alright.
Although she's looking pretty fit.
Yes.
She is pretty darn petite. She's like a
With
preteen.
huge feet. He's a skipper doll.
She kind of is a skipper doll, except not the grow up skipper because she'd have to be completely flat
Until you
starts.
rotate the arms.
until you rotate the arms, and then she gets giant breasts.
Huge things.
Yes.
To quote Beavis and Butthead.
Now we can do facial types. She's got kind of a pointy nose here. Round, long, wide, narrow, square, chubby, slim.
Ooh. Let's jawsome.
Kinda does look like a street chart a little bit.
Go down to the next one. It is literally. Whoa!
That's like underbite territory right there.
That's Chin.
I feel like I need her to have orc tusks at that point.
Ms. Chin.
Let's do...
Nah, make it a little longer.
Mm,
I think I like that one.
narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brow height. I think I like her brow.
Adjust her brows, make her look surprised.
He kind of already does. I kind of like her face the way it is.
Okay, well, let's not dink with it. Let's actually play the game.
Okay, fine.
I mean, ooh, wrinkles.
Oh.
Add wrinkles.
Oh,
God!
Except it doesn't go with the rest of the body, so let's not do that.
No.
Oh, and we can do a different thing on skin color even from here. Okay.
Yeah,
just
in the face, though.
Or usual expression. A little bit of a smirk.
She looks too happy.
She kind of looks sassy that way. Angry.
We'll give her the surprised face.
O-face.
That's not an O face. That makes her look stupid. Give her the angry teeth.
That is the angry teeth.
What's it? Is it number 4?
Yeah. See? That's the very neutral expression.
Yeah.
And that's a slightly displeased expression. Let's do that.
Next.
Eyebrow type. I'm good with her eyebrows, honestly.
Why is it giving you so many eyebrow options?
Oh goodness, this is definitely a character creator for those who thought that Skyrim needed more.
This is a character creator for Japanese guys that want to create their
Waifu?
perfect woman.
Oh jeez, even the position of the iris in the eye.
Yeah, that's a little much.
That is a little
You're
much.
never gonna see it.
Iris color.
Give her green eyes. She looks Irish anyway. A little brighter. That's good.
Eyeball color.
We can give her bloodshot eyes.
Can go all the way dark in that. I think it was that color we started with. That's fine. And you can choose the usual expression again? Seems kind of redundant. Oh, if you adjusted something, then you can readjust later.
things.
Yeah. I kind of get it. Nose tight. I'm kind of digging her pointy nose, actually.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Yeah, let's...
Call it good.
Ear angle. See, why does this even matter? Hairstyle. I'm good with the hairstyle. That's kind of what I chose the preset on. We can make her hair slightly more red.
Yeah, I like that one, yeah.
Voice type. Okay, here we go.
Triangle play sample.
Wow, this is very... Using the joystick on that is not a good option.
They all sound the same.
like the number 7. Except, yes, start the game with yeet.
It's time to eat.
Yeet the petite tween.
With huge feet.
With huge feet. Yeet with the feet. Ooh. I should totally build her on a kicking sort of build if I can.
I don't know if that exists.
I have no idea. You know, PS3 graphics is pretty darn good. I'm sure there are better examples, but...
PS3 had the best looking visuals of its generation.
It really depends on the game, because I had my Xbox 360 back then.
Jim, I give you Valentine.
Really?
Yes, General Rodriguez. I think tonight's celebration will be one to remember.
Does Ballon d'Or fit in a bread box?
That dude looks like your brother.
No.
Not that dude.
No.
The other one.
No.
It kinda does.
No. Not really. Nobody looks like my brother. He's very unique.
It looks a little like your brother.
Maybe if my brother could actually grow facial hair.
Yeah, well, yeah, if your brother had that mustache. I can only imagine your brother with that mustache.
Yeah, my brother's facial hair does not grow like that.
Huh? You wouldn't be talking to me, would you?
Let's have a look at your face.
Surely you've better things to look upon than pockmarks and wrinkles and a tired old man, huh?
I said, take off the hood and show me your face.
Serious face.
Good enough. Proceed.
Ooh, he got whammied.
Thanks. You soldiers are truly a credit to your king.
Are you sure? I don't like the looks.
Yeah, they just let Obi-Wan in.
Kinda. Evil Obi-Wan.
Well, we don't know if he's evil yet.
Hang on now. The prophecies are very specific about where it would begin.
Might be somewhat closer to Medivh from World of Warcraft, or Warcraft in general.
Hey, they're at Disney!
Kinda seems that way, doesn't it?
Cessna.
Cessna. You gonna turn into an airplane?
That is an ostentatious frown.
She's the picture of a mother.
Hmm.
10 painful years since that day, and still my sister speaks not a word.
But why did you name her after an airplane? Well, that would be a reason not to speak. Well, that lover's quarrel went a different direction.
Proceed with the ball. Presenting her to the people now might only add to their alarm.
Oh, what nonsense. None of those attending expect Cessna to speak.
Well, they probably couldn't hear her anyway.
Push will suffice.
He's got some serious neckbeard.
I would give all my riches to see a real smile cross her face again. Florine, she would know. She always knew how to make Cessna laugh.
Sire, forgive me, but the princess's heartbreaking condition begs the old question. Why in creation are we making peace with this lady who robbed her of her mother?
Convenient conversations of exposition are convenient.
With her presence as well.
Many will for her.
I think she's far enough away.
Not give her back. The Farians speak our tongue. We ought to trade words with them from now on, not lives.
You only thought of this 10 years since.
Oh, Sissa, you look radiant. That dress suits you beautifully.
I think it looks pretty simple for a princess, honestly.
What is it?
Archduke Dalan, father, will be around shortly.
Good. See that he is given a proper welcome.
Yes, sire. Also, a group calling themselves the Marcus Rebels are outside the gates. They say they wish to perform in honor of Her Highness's special day. Shall I turn them away?
A circus today? A gift? What day could be more deserving of a little extra celebration? Very well. Let them into the city then.
And I thought PS2 era RPGs were pretty bad for all of the exposition before you actually got to gameplay.
Yeah, I think all of the PlayStation RPGs are kind of that way. You'll see something very different when we start Dark Souls 2.
True.
Anything to report?
No, sir.
Oh, they've got like a giant goat. A very deliberate sort of marching style. Are they elves? Yeah, I see pointy ears on those guys.
That is quite a procession.
I hope the Archduke has enough pillows.
What?
Or wandering Farian scum.
Pillows? That really doesn't make much sense. Was he just calling them soft and then calling them warmongers?
Who are you?
I am Cyrus of Valador, captain of the Castle Guard. Your Excellency, we are most honored by your visit.
Are you now? Tell me, sir, how is His Grace? Is he doing well these days?
He is doing quite well, Your Excellency.
Is he now? That's good to hear. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Well, he does not have a very inviting
Grace really hope to make peace with these people?
Peace with the Farians. The idea makes my blood boil.
It's probably a lot of the way they feel about it too.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, yep, there I am in the corner.
There's Nord.
I'm apparently a barmaid.
Damn it, Leonard! Whoa! Where the hell have you been? You better not have forgotten what today is.
Yeah, I know. Today is
Man,
Princess's Ball.
I couldn't even give my character green skin.
Got it.
This is a momentous day for Apache wines. The court picked us to supply wine for our party at the castle. We gotta do it right and earn the shop a bona fide royal commendation. I worked my fingers to the bone to get this far.
Ah,
I'll leave for the party.
his hand color doesn't even match his face. That's lazy.
The beach with your clothes for you. Use it to cart the wine back here, like you like the pens.
Doesn't even look like he's wearing gloves.
All right.
And while you're at it, that's the new gal. Take her with you.
Oh, my ridiculous looking bobblehead.
I'm Leonard.
Hey, I got big feet.
My name's Yeet.
Parts moving. You can talk on the road.
Right, gods.
Really? Okay. And that's why my character can't speak. She keeps getting interrupted.
Barrel from the power warehouse using the beast wing. Boy, that is a lot of work. Well, let's get going.
Oh, is this gonna be the... This is gonna be the intro quest.
Yes, it is. They're teaching you how to move.
Oh, isn't that sweet? So X is talk. Okay.
Where's the attack button?
I don't think I'm quite there yet. Logic stone to perform following actions. Save. Wow. Heal. Return to world map. Have I unlocked the world map yet? Use the minimap to check your position and destination. Press select to open the submenu and display format. And I feel like I need to... adjust some of the skills. Or the controls. Game settings. Let's try that and see if that works better. Yeah, I like that better. I think I also need to adjust the text scroll speed. Leslie. Dudes named Leslie always make me chuckle a little bit. I don't know why. Drainage canal is actually incredibly interesting. Leslie has a thing for canals. Okay. You do you, Leslie.
Alright, better get cracking.
Keep trying and always be honest. Good communication is key when seeing eye to eye with your lover. Ooh. Is this dude gonna be my lover or something?
Good communication is key to seeing eye to eye with your lover. And if you're shorter than your lover, so is a crate. Because you can stand on the crate.
Hmm. Bert! Where's Ernie?
I don't see your name.
Oh, the pain! Oh, the terrible...
Yep, he complains just as much as somebody named Bert.
Oh, he's looking for his cat. That explains it.
Ah, you better go find his kitty.
Is he in the chest? Nope.
That would be funny if it was. It'd be funny if the kitty was hiding in the chest.
That would be hilarious.
Is there a kitty over there? Does Rupert have the kitty?
No, he, like, followed me or something.
He works at the mine.
He
child labor.
He either followed me or he said the same thing as the kid that was up above.
You're
coming out ball.
Whoa! That's a situation.
Oh, I can recustomize my avatar at the save stones. Okay.
It's disguise time.
Alright, well, we got a little bit of taste, but I think we should move on to the next game.
White Knight 2? Or do you want to try something else?
Let's break it up a little bit and try something else first.
Okay, do you want me to
'Cause-
just pick something at random?
Because we might end up,
The old man needs to learn to relax.
yeah. We might end up needing to actually load White Knight as well.
Probably.
White Knight 2.
Here, I'll pick something that I know will load up pretty much immediately.
Yeah, do that.
I sort of checked it before.
Alright, please wait.
Are you please waiting?
I'm not pleased with waiting.
Oh.
Does that count? Yes, no, maybe so. Alright, we are now going to the physical version of Journey for the PS3, the Collector's Edition.
In this, we have Flower, Flown, I think is what it is, and Journey. And there's also 3 minigames.
Oh.
We'll get that started here in a minute.
Yeah, so you came for the stream, and then we spent all our time watching cutscenes and creating a character and actually loading the darn game for White Knight Chronicles.
Testing games.
Flower, Journey, and Flow. Let's go with Journey, because it's actually here. Oh, and I apparently have to install it anyway. Okay, maybe we can't do Journey today. It says, go to the XMB, select Journey Collector's Edition installers, and install selected title. I have no idea what the XMB is.
I guess you can select installer right there.
Yeah, and it said just what I told you. That is what happened. I guess nothing is actually on the disk. I have no idea what XMB means. Can I play any of this from the... Nope, I cannot. Okay then. Nostril shot? Duke War.
PS3 system includes a user interface called the XMB X-Cross Media Bar. PS3 system includes user interface called the XMB X-Cross Media Bar. Approaches, feature categories. The vertical column shows items that can be performed under each.
Ah, installers. Yes, I must now quit the game so that I can install the game.
Yes.
This makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
I'm actually a little bit glad now that I never actually got a PS3, so I didn't have to worry about this. Yes, let's actually install something. And now we have to install. So, what are we going to talk about in the meantime while Journey is installing?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Well, Journey? I don't know a whole lot about the game.
I know nothing at all about it. Just that we bought it.
And if you're hearing a train in the background, yeah, that is an actual train.
Yep, there's a train.
Please forgive that. So Journey is a very aesthetically pleasing game from what I've seen so far. Um, the graphics have held up. I did pick it up free on my PS4 a while ago. I'm not sure if it's something that you can just download on PS4 or not right now, or if that was a special thing that they were doing for an anniversary or something on the PlayStation Store. So, yeah, you might be able to download this for free. It is available digitally. Apparently, this collector's edition thing that we got is the only way to get it physically. So, as you saw, there are 3 different games on there. And some mini games as well. From what I understand, all 3 of the main games are supposed to be very chill, zen-like sorts of games.
Relaxing and stuff.
Relaxing, yeah. Journey is, well, as it says, all about a journey from one area to another, and there's a lot of environmental storytelling going on. For Flower, I think you're basically playing as a gust of wind going from flower to flower and making it bloom. Flow, no idea what that's for. Probably something to do with, I would guess, fluid and thermal systems.
Good question.
Yeah. But of course, I'm an engineer, so my ideas go toward the sort of technical side of the definition of flow. All right, let's start Journey up. That way we can get into an actual game here preferably without spending like 20 minutes on cutscenes alone. Maybe with the RPGs, after we actually get them installed and everything, we should make sure that we allocate 20 minutes to gameplay all on its own and not like character creator or cutscenes.
This isn't going to have much in the way of character creation, I don't suppose.
No, I don't think there's character creation involved for Journey. Do we have anybody in the chat?
Just Timothy.
Oh. Hey, Timothy, how's it going?
I'm going to say, though, that these videos will be available. We're going to leave them up on the channel for as long as people want to watch them or whatever. So you'll be able to catch up on our streams and see what we've been up to as time progresses and as we get better at doing this.
So, I hit the start button for a new Journey.
We're playing New Journey.
And apparently, in Journey, it is a mildly multiplayer game. You can apparently encounter other people who are also playing the game at the same time, and you can kind of pseudo-interact, but not very directly. You can, like, see the other person and, like, make circles around them, and they can make circles around you, and stuff like that, but no, like, player versus player or PvP or anything like that. Some people might consider this sort of game to be a walking simulator. Very stylized art.
You're an Ewok.
I'm a stylish Ewok, thank you very much. Oh, it actually uses the motion controls of the controller itself. The camera. I'm a tall Ewok who's very stylish. Online play disabled. Connect in start menu. I don't think we need online play for this. Oh, the circle button can make the character sing. There doesn't appear to be a jump button of any sort. The only thing I can do is sing. And look at things. I sing and I look at things. And I go on journeys.
That looks like a volcano.
Yeah, apparently the game itself is actually quite short. It can take like 2 hours to do the entire thing.
Well, we're gonna have a special guest on the stream here in a minute.
Maybe, if she decides to get on camera. And it's a game kind of all about exploration.
You better, here, hand that to me so she can't knock it over.
She's fine for right now. So...
Alright, everybody, you need to say hi to our special guest, Game Cat, also known as Moya.
She is RP Cat. A
She
role-playing
roleplays as a
kitty.
cat.
She roleplays as a parrot. Look at her. Oh, apparently now I can do other things. Maybe. Because I got to this shrine. Because it had a glowy thing on it. Ooh. There's a little bit of a vibration. Ah, now I can do jumpies.
Fly.
Jumpies and levitation. Oh, but apparently only when those scarves are near me. That's interesting. A lot of these things look like gravestones.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I wonder if these things will travel with me. No, I think they're localized to specific areas, maybe. Oh, or I recharge my jumps
By grabbing the tickets.
by grabbing them. Okay, that makes sense. Suddenly it's a little more game-like than a walking simulator. Well, this thing looks interesting.
You found a building.
I found a ruin. Ooh. I can hold... Oh. So the singing has a function. I'm not sure what that did, apart from, showing me things on a wall. It looked a lot like turbines or something? I'm not even sure. Ooh, I see another light down there. Maybe that'll give me another ability of some sort. But I want to slide down the big hill and get me there faster.
No, there's nothing.
Hmm.
Off in the distance, there, ability light thing.
And it's got a bunch of the tags inside. But they're not free. So I've got to go free the tags, maybe? Let's see if I can jump to the top of this. So, light platforming elements, but mostly just kind of zen. Ah, so that's how I can free the tickets. They seem very happy about that. Ooh, did I get a new... Oh, I got more jumpy ability, I think. That's kind of neat. I can fly further. I wonder if by the end of this game I can basically just fly anywhere I want.
That'd be cool. So you can get over there.
Yes, I can. So I think the moral of the story is to go wherever the glowy is. So I figure the big old mountain just actually giving me a reason to go there. It's more a story than I thought could possibly be in this game. Birds, grass,
Trees, corn.
oh, people like me.
Dogs.
And they're worshipping something. That like fire, maybe? Always go toward the light. Because then you'll get to an autosave position.
Mm.
And another cutscene. More cutscenes than I thought would be in this game, to be honest. I think that's longer than I can jump currently. But
There's something on the ground up there.
there is. Something, somewhere. It was over here a moment ago.
On the other side of the rock.
Aha! And I got an extra floaty thing. Let's see, are there any more obvious bits of light for me to collect?
Not seeing any.
Those kind of look like ruined aqueducts.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Well, we got about an hour left and 3 more games to get through.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's interesting. Ah.
And I saw glowing off to your left.
Ah, more tags have been released. Where did you see the glowy?
Wait for the cutscene.
Ooh. We now have bridges. And yes, you can move around during the cutscene. Ah, I see it. And my scarf got longer. Yay! I like long scarves. They're fun.
See if you can restore that one. There's more down there.
More what?
More
Ah.
of those flapping frames. I'm going to go get a drink.
Okay.
I will be back.
Should I install and try out another one of the games in this collection?
That's up to you. I think we should probably, we know the disc works, so we might want to consider swapping over to Twisted Metal or Dark Souls.
Well, I think I'd like to save Twisted Metal for last. This is a very zen game. I might just go back and play this on my own time on my PS4 because that's where I have it installed on. Can I reach it from here? Yes. Ooh, more bridges. Neat. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of a sucker for exploration in games as well. Which is probably one of the reasons why role-playing games appeal to me so much. Because there's always something more to do, something to collect. A story to understand. Aha, there we go. So I think I've unlocked the whole bridge. Ooh, and I see another glowy thing off over there. I'm gonna go get that before I get on the bridge. Because I like being able to jump really far. I think that's really fun. Especially in exploration. Well, first I'm gonna get this last glowy, and then I'm gonna cross that bridge. And hopefully that'll get me to a safe spot. Oh, come on. I was just up there. Ah! And I am not dragged down with the sand. Hooray! Because I like being able to jump even farther. Apparently I've got to actually spend enough time by those to get my jump meter refilled. So that it refills the whole thing. They won't just follow me. That is good to note.
Looks like we can get to the beginning of the bridge now.
Yep. Ooh, and it refills my jump gauge.
Zoom on it.
Zoom! Yay! Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy. And a little bit of a, music change, too.
Probably have to sing up here.
Yep. I wonder if this will treat us to another cutscene expositing the, what happened to this world. As illustrated through pictographs.
Perhaps it will.
Ooh, that's a white journey person. It's amazing how masks can make someone look and feel so alien. Okay, platformer with Atari graphics.
The height of technology for these people is definitely the Atari.
No, just the height of art. It looks like they had an advanced society, including maybe trains. Oh, so the bridge might have been a train crash. That's kind of neat. All right. So, got to the next save point.
Cool.
And yeah, Journey definitely seems to be a game that I would try out on my own because it's already installed on my PS4. And apparently the achievements on Journey are like, meet somebody else who's also journeying.
Neat.
Get to the destination. You know, stuff like that.
So did this save?
Yeah, it did
Cool.
an autosave. I am kind of digging the camera controls with the
Motion.
motion controls.
You want me to flip in another game?
Yeah, let's do that.
What should I put in? I know what I'm going to put in.
What do you want to put in?
I'm going to make you play the game.
Really?
Yes.
You gonna make me play it?
Go on, try. I think you're gonna find it interesting.
Well, you end up throwing the controller with it.
Somehow.
And we've got a cat here on the floor that I don't want to end up scaring.
So, don't let me play. Very old stickers on this PS3 box for Dark Souls 2.
Oh yeah, I love how you can tell the provenance of where a game has been sold before by all the stickers that are on it.
GameStop stickers.
Yeah, GameStop stickers in particular. Latest update data for this software has been found.
Yeah, you're gonna have to update.
Okay. The system will quit the software and start installing. Version 1.10. So, the game that we're putting in is Dark Souls 2?
Yep.
Dark Souls 2. Apparently it is the least well received of the Dark Souls games.
But still very well received.
And it's also supposed to be the hardest?
No, actually, the first one is considered the hardest.
Really?
They consider to be declining in difficulty from the first through the third.
So, declining in difficulty as the series goes on. So what does that mean for Demon Souls?
Demon Souls has a very similar difficulty curve to Dark Souls 3, especially Demon Souls Remastered, according to what I've heard, right? That may or may not actually be true, but, either way, we'll see.
So, do you want to, while it's installing, do you want to talk a little bit about the Dark Souls series?
Sure. I can talk about Dark Souls and Dark Souls Remastered. They actually do not exist in the same world exactly as Demon Souls, although they are considered a spiritual successor, and there are sort of some references in-game to them, to Demon Souls. But Dark Souls is sort of all about this world that was created when these four gods, Gwyn, the Lord of Light, being their leader, sort of, discovered these four Lord Souls. The four Lord Souls, of course, were used to grant immense power, and in particular, they were used to grant to light the first fires. These fires are represented sort of in-game by the bonfires that you rest at. One of the Lord Souls goes to a soul or a creature known as a furtive pygmy, who is sort of the ancestor of all humankind. But among the things that happen, these four souls end up getting corrupted, and after they get taken, the four Lord Souls get corrupted, and after getting corrupted, I guess humans they can't die. They become undead when they die. And this is what they call the Age of Light, as compared to the Age of Dragons, which came before. The Four Lords took over the world from the dragons, so to speak. And in the first game, you end the game by having the opportunity to either kindle or not kindle the flame. So you can either keep the Lord of Humanity and the era of humanity and the era of light open, or you can return the world to the era of dragons. And that's sort of the end of the first game, from what I understand. The second game, I do not really know much about the setup for it. I did watch through the opening cutscene for the third game, but they all do take place in the same spot in Lordran, but they tell different stories, obviously, between them. Different, similar stories that are sort of continuations of each other. So we've got about 9 minutes, and this will be installed. So why don't we just take a few minutes break, and we'll come back when it's ready.
Well, or you can keep talking about, say, the publisher and stuff like that.
I suppose I could. FromSoft, their first game that was successful was Demon Souls for the PS3, which is the immediate successor to Dark Souls.
Predecessor.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said successor.
Oh. Well, it was the immediate predecessor to these. Although the company had been around for quite some time before, they have a history going back into the early 90s, matter of fact, perhaps even the late 80s. I don't really remember. But they didn't really meet with much success as a game company. They did make quite a number of games, though. Yeah, and feel free to look up their games and see what's out there. There are plenty of other creators out there on YouTube that talk about the other games that FromSoft has made. But, yeah, they're all kind of interesting in that the ones that I've played or the ones that I've seen, like the company doesn't believe in having variable difficulty levels, so you get one difficulty level. They don't believe in having expansive opening cutscenes or lots of cutscenes outside of, the very beginning of the game. So there will be a short cutscene at the beginning of this game, but not much after that.
And one of the functions of having just one difficulty level and very few cutscenes is it reduces costs.
It reduces cost, but it also does two other things that are kind of interesting. Number one, it forces the player to learn about the world through the game itself, through gameplay. In other words, to figure out what's going on in the world, you have to examine the items that you pick up and read the text on them. And for the quests, you talk to the people and figure out what's going on from them. And they'll see items that you're carrying and wearing and talk about them. And sort of tell you what's up with that. You can also talk to the NPCs and get information about the world from that. Also, the lack of difficulty settings, so the reason there's one difficulty and that's it, is somewhat to do with shared experience as well, and intended experience. The developers of FromSoft very much believe that you're meant to have a particular experience with their games. So to make sure you have that experience, they sort of set the difficulty one way, and that's it. Dark Souls franchise in particular has this reputation, I'm sure everyone is aware, of being exceptionally difficult. And they can be. But you're supposed to approach the game a certain way. And it's not like only one playstyle is valid, that's not what I'm saying, but your approach needs to work a certain way. Like, you need to move carefully. You can't just slam your way through levels, because you're just going to end up, hating life if you do that. It's not going to work. The game teaches you how to play it as you progress. So, once you beat your first hollow, once you kill your first hollow with a sword and a shield, you'll know how to deal with that kind of hollow. Once you kill your first hollow with a spear, you'll kind of know how to deal with that. and once you have defeated a Dark Knight or a Black Knight for the first time, you sort of know how to do the Black Knights, the Baldur Knights, or the Residents when you get into once you get into the Blight Town and whatnot in the first Dark Souls, or the big dudes, the giant clubs that you'll find there. You can circle strafe them, but you got to be careful still. Or the giant rats or the casters, those guys. They sort of teach you how to deal with those as you progress through the game by having to do it. A couple pieces of advice: if you do start playing the games, be prepared to die. And by that, I don't mean just like mentally be prepared to die a lot, because it will happen. But also, I mean that prepare yourself for death. Don't walk around with a bunch of humanity on you, with soft humanity, if you don't know where you're going, in human form. If you don't know where you're going or doing that, you need to go explore or whatever, just keep your hard humanity, which is an item that you can use to gain soft humanity. If you have a bunch of souls, spend them. You don't need to walk around with a whole crap ton of souls, then you end up dying twice and losing all of them, because that's how you end up losing progress. So yeah, you go get what you need, then go back and spend it. And move carefully as far as that goes when you're moving between different areas. Once you know an area, then you can go farm it, and then you can start putting on some humanity and getting some of the better items from that area, and that's cool. But you don't want to do that until you really know the area pretty well, or unless you have a very good reason to do it. So yeah, when you die in Dark Souls, they talk about you lose everything. You don't. If you are not hollow, you become hollow. So if you're in human form, you become hollow. And if you have humanity, in other words, the number in the upper right, the number in the upper left corner, you'll see if you have anything there, that will all go away, as will any souls you're carrying. And that's the one in the bottom right. So upper left, bottom right, those numbers will be back to 0. And humanity is what you use that sort of improves sort of the rate at which you find items, and souls, the number of souls you're carrying. You use souls to level up and then to buy stuff, so it's the main currency for the game. And you lose them when you die. And you get one opportunity to go get them, but if you die on your way back to going and getting them, then they'll be gone forever. That's just how it works.
Okay, we've got about a minute and a half left on the downloading of update data. We may have to do some actual installation of it afterwards.
That's a possibility. We'll see.
So yeah, apparently, to date this stream, there is another game that FromSoft is putting out in the very near future called Elden Ring.
It is not out yet as of today, as of when we were doing this. But I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably give it a try.
Yeah. I'd be interested in it too. Apparently it has a story and a world that they got the help of George R.R. Martin, famous for the Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire series, that the Game of Thrones TV show is based off of. And that is also the title of the first book in the Song of Ice and Fire series. And there's going to be also a spin-off series. Yep, like I said, installing now. A spin-off series about the Targaryen dynasty from Game of Thrones. It's put out a few trailers by now. I don't know exactly when it's supposed to be coming out. But I think it involves the big civil war that happened in the Targaryen ruling household that made it vulnerable to the point where a single usurper could basically take out 4 people and end the dynasty.
Mm.
So, yeah.
That'll be an interesting series if it gets made.
Yeah, and George R.R. Martin, while he might be known for Game of Thrones and the Song of Ice and Fire book series, he's also had a very long and involved career in writing TV shows a lot of the time. I think he, off the top of my head, I'm thinking about the there was a Ray Bradbury series in the 90s, I think, that he wrote for.
Hmm.
I'd have to look it up to be on the safe side. But he was a writer for a bunch of TV shows, and then he decided to sit down and write some novels.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and he wanted to make it fantasy, but also with realistic elements. So that's why you get a heck of a lot of politics in with it. One of his biggest inspirations was the Wars of the Roses in English history, which sent Henry Tudor into the position of the King of England as Henry VII. He was the father of the more famous Henry VIII, who also had a fairly sordid history, and heck, he might have been who Martin based can't remember his name off the top of my head. Robert, I think?
Baratheon.
Yeah, Robert Baratheon.
Here we go. Just about in.
But, of course, there's different ideas on that, and George Martin has done a lot of interviews. Okay, autosave feature.
We will want to play an offline mode, by the way.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Oh, and now it's installing system storage.
Oh. More installation. So,
we were talking about George R.R. Martin, and that made me think when you were talking about his TV history, I was thinking about Harlan Ellison, who did something very similar. He had been a sci-fi author before, but he did a bunch of writing, most notably for Star Trek, then Babylon 5, and a number of other TV series in the 70s and 80s primarily, but he was around before. When I say Star Trek, I mean original 60s Star Trek, not, 80s and 90s Star Trek. But he was a TV writer. He wrote a bunch of stuff for the TV anthology series Outer Limits, and then some stuff for Twilight Zone, I believe, as well. Or at least some of his stuff got adapted for it. But he was a well-known TV critic in particular. So he used to write for one of the newspapers, and he had an article called The Glass Teat.
Oh, really?
Yep. That was the name of his article.
Classy.
Well, that's where if you've ever seen a cathode ray tube, the way a TV looks, you turn it around, you take the shell off of it, it does kind of look like that a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
But pretty much, he was the first cynical, really major, popular cynical critic. So, yeah, he defaulted to hating everything. That was sort of his default stance on most everything, was dislike.
Ah, he had a brand.
Yeah, he definitely did. And then, he decided he did like some things after all. I would compare him to Zero Punctuation If you ever watched that video series of Game
Yeah,
Reviews.
yeah.
I love the Zero Punctuation guy because there are very few games that he's given perfect reviews to.
Oh, he can always find something.
There's
Even if it's a good thing, he'll find a way to criticize it and make it funny.
the one game he had nothing negative to say about was Portal. Which
Another
actually,
game that I have never actually played.
but that fact alone really drove sales of that game.
Oh, really?
It drove Orange Box sales because it was the easiest way to get Portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting what kind of effect he had there. On top of that, he also the Dark Souls series, at least the first one, he only had like 2 or 3 negative things to say about it. He loved it. So that was a game that he really liked, and he does not like RPGs.
Even with those super narrow staircases that you can fall off of just by glitching off a door?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
There are parts of Dark Souls where the design is, we could call it unfair. That would be an accurate term. The map design in particular.
Yeah, you can have clearly not OSHA-approved staircases where if you step wrong and you don't just barely slide past a door, you will drop off into an abyss. And there's literally no way to save yourself from it.
Well, you do have to fall quite far before falling damage takes effect, but yeah, if there's no bottom, you're taking damage. That's just how it is.
You're not taking damage, but you are dying.
Yes.
Alright, creating save data. Finally. I imagine that on the ports to the PS4, this does not nearly take as long.
Yeah. Oh, and it's just taking a super long time because we're trying to stream.
Well, yes, of course, that's going to be a factor, even though the stream itself should have absolutely no impact on the amount of time that it takes to install data and configure it properly into places that it wants it on the system. And the stream is an output only.
It just makes it seem like it takes longer.
Well, that's because I insisted that you actually talk.
Ugh. I did talk, and I had some interesting things to say.
And then you talked about Harlan Ellison.
I did, and he's interesting.
Yeah. All right, Namco.
Bandai Namco, From Software, Havoc Engine.
Dark Souls 2. Press start button. Let's start button.
Alright. Hit cancel. Starting in offline mode. That is fine. New game.
Alright, screen options. Blood? Let's have it on.
Subtitles I would have on. HUD I would have always display and turn the brightness up a little bit. Keep going.
Until the flame is visible and dragon invisible.
Well, dragon is still invisible.
I don't know where there is a dragon in there.
It's probably on the right side.
Well, that's pretty invisible. Let's keep that normal for now. Vibration, that's fine.
Yeah, all of those things should be just fine.
Cross-region play, restricted. Oh, don't care. We're not doing online play anyway.
Yeah, we don't need to mess with it.
Alright.
Hit X for next.
Oh. There we go. Saving system data.
Now, the first thing you'll get to do is pick a class. Don't stress over it. It does not matter what you pick. They're all, you can end up doing anything from any of them.
Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land.
If you'd forgotten Dark Souls 1 by now, then yes.
Ooh, that looks really good.
It actually does look really good. That kind of looks photorealistic.
That's not an engine.
No. It wouldn't be.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind.
Whistler's mother got really dark.
Yes.
You will lose everything
Repeatedly.
once branded.
The dark side.
The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future,
Sick tats, bra.
very light.
Oh, goodness. You shadow priested so hard you made your mom's face melt.
None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human.
Inhuman, bro?
Thing
It's a
that
big
feeds on
spice.
souls are hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Dragon Lake. Perhaps you're familiar.
There's a lot of dragons there.
Oh, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
Because plot convenience.
No, because dying a lot tends to make you forget things.
Oh, that too, I guess. Those are some very lit up fireflies. Fireflies don't fly like birds, okay? You know why fireflies light up?
Attract a mate.
Yes.
Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time.
Every time you die, is that it?
For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Now that's like a scene from Game of Thrones. Ring of Restoration. The ring is fragile and breaks easily. As if it hates being taken for granted.
Yeah.
So does this game actually deal with, like, equipment durability then?
Yep, you'll have equipment durability.
Oh man.
It's really... And you'll repair equipment using
Souls.
It's also very cheap to repair equipment, and you can buy an item that will help you do it. You can do it at the blacksmith, or you could do it yourself. With the right item.
Repairing equipment always seems kind of like an unnecessary hassle to me. Things betwixt. Okay. So... Oh! Those were really big rats in the grass. I guess it wants me to go over here?
Yeah, keep running forward.
Ah, there's the bridge. Is this where the old lady lives?
Maybe. I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah, looks like it.
3 old
There's
ladies.
oh, jeez. 4. 3 old ladies and 1 younger lady? Actually, I think the one on the left might have a beard.
It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. Almost like you. You spoke to that kind of idea, didn't you? You're finished.
And we know because we also are. We also listen to her.
You'll become one of them. Hollows prey upon men. Feast upon their souls.
But not women? Is that why you're not concerned?
Is the fate of the cursed.
I am the curse. That is in them. Cows and ducks. Alright, recalling my name. Well, that's a really weird input.
Yeah, this is the phone style input.
That's weird. Can you
Hit
change
select.
that? No.
Oh.
I can't change the input mode?
No. I guess it's your stuff.
This is dumb.
Why they did this?
Goodness, anybody who doesn't remember how you input, like, words and stuff on an old flip phone or something would not know what this means. What this is.
Right, but think about when this game came out. People at the time knew how to do this.
Oh, God, this is dumb. So, what is your name?
I'll put in a name, because you don't want to. Alright, let's see. What do we want to put in?
Well, I could put in yeet. Again.
You will probably get yeeted a few times.
Do you just want to do bonk?
Yeah, let's just do...
It was where you just were. Yeah. Bonk. That's fine.
At least you know your own name.
Yeah, it's an onomatopoeia.
Here's your reward. For shame. It's a human effigy. Take a closer look. Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Nom nom nom.
Think back. Deep into your past.
One hell of a spider.
It's an effigy of you.
Because they know the exact dark mark that you actually... Oh wow, this is kind of slow.
Alright. Choose your class and gift first.
Class.
So,
Warrior, knight, swordsman, bandit.
I would recommend against doing cleric, source, or sorcerer. Any of them you can do. You'll be just fine. Deprived is fun because you get a club.
You really like the club.
I do. Warrior is a little bit more. You'll start with a little bit more though.
Has nothing to fight with except life-affirming flesh. How is the warrior different from the knight? I don't even know.
They're not that different. They'll have slightly different stats. See your stats in the bottom right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the boom is kind of
Oh, the mic.
not
yeah.
helping. Okay.
So if you go down to the deprived, because that's going to be the most obvious where things are going on. This is going to have all the
Oh, jeez.
completely
They got
balanced.
nothing.
You have 1 vitality, 1 stamina. Stamina is your health, or vitality is your health. Stamina is how much you can carry, and 6 across the board. So they're very, very balanced, which is actually kind of a bad thing in some ways.
I don't even know what the symbols mean.
So the very first symbol is going to be... Okay, so I'm actually not completely sure. See if you can move your cursor over to it. Can you go
Nope.
right? Okay. What's the help button?
The select, I think? Ah, okay. So that determines...
Oh, that's your level,
the
starting level. Okay.
And then...
Vigor, endurance, vitality, attunement. That determines your hit points. That determines how much you can carry. No, I don't know what vitality is then. Or not vitality, but endurance is going to be then.
Stamina.
Yeah, equipment load, attunement. Number of spells that you can carry. Faith is your spell casting for miracles, which is a type of spell. Intelligence is for sorceries, which is the other type of spell. Adaptability is resistance, I think. Yeah. That's a
Agility
new
and
stat.
various resistances.
Yeah. Dex and then strength. For the most part, if you're going to do a physical build and you're not going to rely on spells, you'll either pick strength or dex and level one of them, but leave the other where it is. See, a bandit is going to be dex-based. Swordsman, knight, and warrior will probably all be strength-based.
Well, it looks like the swordsman is dex as well.
Okay. What's the knight? Strength. Warrior is strength too.
Oh, yeah.
With some dex, though.
Let's just do knight.
Okay.
Gift. Life. Human effigy. Healing wear.
Various items used to cure poison or restore HP. Nah, I wouldn't go with that. That you will only have one if you pick that. What's the seed do?
An inedible seed.
What's bonfire ascetic do?
Oh, goodness, no.
Oh no, we don't want that.
Simple petrified lump. It may be of some use someday.
The human effigy or the life ring would probably be the best if you go up and look at what those do.
Yeah.
Slightly increases HP, and the effigy returns the hollowed to life. I would go with the life ring. Good enough. Oh, body. Final life. Wait. How do you...
How do I get into the...
Try the shoulder buttons.
I am. Yeah.
Interesting. Hit back then. Hit circle. Now you can go over.
Ah, okay. Gender.
You want to make...
Really doesn't look all that different. Could be a chonker. Let's go with thin.
Muscular. Hell yeah. You want to be beefy.
Face. Homeland. Oh, here they might actually be doing some representation. Oh goodness. Looks so sad. Hair. Way too kempt. That is indeed pigtails. Hair color.
Blonde isn't quite right for this.
Could go with green. Oh, character creation always takes forever. Go with the gray hair, because this is Dark Souls.
Alright, let's just get through this.
Opacity? I'm not sure what that's the opacity of.
Not sure either.
Oh, there's supposed to be a tattoo somewhere.
Yeah, up. Yeah, you don't actually have a tattoo right now.
Let's see. Let's do a phoenix because it's Dark Souls.
I mean,
Oh, on the face. Okay. Could make it like a burn mark. Because I'm totally gonna be actually looking at her face. Ever.
approximately never.
That is way too close to the skin tone to be visible. Fine. Advanced settings.
Oh yeah, you can change your look even more.
Age. Hormones. Ah. It adjusts the size of your face? Hormones adjust the size of your face.
I guess.
That's weird.
Alright, let's just get into the game.
That,
We have
that
3
is a
minutes.
lot of...
We have 3 minutes of stream
Yeah.
left.
Okay. Well, I guess Twisted Metal for next time then.
Yes.
Finish creation. I guess I went with the pigtails, didn't I?
Come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
The old lady triplets. Although I guess their noses are slightly different. At least.
And trot along to the kingdom. But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, how fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
She needs a good dentist. Yeah, it's like they actually know what Dark Souls is.
Yes, they do.
Can I break pots?
Yeah, not those, I guess.
Ah. I'm gonna break the old lady's pots.
I would recommend against actually attacking them.
Yeah. Just their pots, though.
This is a limbo. Fair trouble. Why must we visit this log?
Can I actually get myself upstairs? Ooh, yes. Break more pots.
Every time you swing your weapon, it does take durability.
Oh. Well then. Oh, I got a human effigy anyway.
Don't do that. You only get
Okay.
X number of those. Don't use those unless you have to. Healing
How
items
was
are
I rolling
exceptionally
again?
rare. It'll be circle. Just tap circle to roll.
Okay. But I have to actually choose a direction.
Yeah, so here, let me show you some controls.
No,
Okay, I won't show you some controls.
because we're only streaming for a little bit longer. I guess I'll go get myself killed.
The shoulder buttons will be your attacks. Or the right shoulder button will be your primary, will be your attacks.
And left shoulder
Is
button
guard.
is guard.
It's actually your offhand, so if you're two-handing, you'll, yeah.
And there's no jump.
There is, but you haven't been taught it yet.